Welcome back. It's time for us to leave Trista and head to Heimdallr. Good morning, everyone. Let me guess. You're headed for Heimdallr this month. That's right. We'd like 5 tickets to Heimdallr, please. Coming right up. You know, the Capital Summer Festival is coming up in just 2 days. I'm sure lots of people will be streaming into the capital to celebrate. So be careful out there. We will. Don't worry. I'm used to dealing with it. Buy tickets and wait. Okay, that's 5 passengers headed for Heimdallr. I'll have those tickets for you in just a moment. Why not now? Passenger service bound for Heimdallr, now arriving on platform 2. Wait until it's come to a complete stop. Well, at least we won't be waiting long. There's a train to Heimdallr every half an hour after all. So, we're really headed to the capital. Been there a few times before, but still pretty unfamiliar territory. I've been twice before on family business. Same here. I know where Elise's academy is, but that's about it. Not to worry, I'll explain more about the city on the way over. It's a pretty big city though. Not even sure where to start. Cogs of the game, everyone. Again, don't think I didn't see it. There's some kind of like weird shimmering thing outside the windows. You go back and have a look. It's like, you can spot it. It's the ones behind like Reen and stuff. Like not the ones directly behind them, like at the end of the carriage. It's very strange. Alright. Not too much longer till we arrive. So let me give you a quick overview. Heimdallr is, among many other things, the capital of this country, which means it's the home of the reigning emperor, His Majesty Eugene Therese Arnor III. Even children know that. We need useful local knowledge, not a recitation of a travel brochure. Ugh. Well, Heimdallr is divided into 16 main districts. Each district's about as large as a whole town in any of the Empire's provinces. All in all, the city's population hovers around 800,000 people. Wow, I can hardly imagine that many people all in one place. It's one of the continent's largest cities, isn't it? Indeed, it is. Crossbell is known for being a thriving center of trade, but its population is only around 500,000. Meanwhile, to the south, the Bel's capital has about 300,000 people. The Republic's capital is pretty big too. But I don't think it's quite as big as Heimdallr. Huh. Really? Triple dot. What? Oh, I was just wondering what kinds of tasks we may be asked to do in such an expansive city. I can hardly hazard a guess. Oh. Well, we don't know who our point of contact is, or even where we're going to be staying. Who knows? Maybe we'll end up staying in Elliot or Mango's home. I doubt it. My house isn't big enough to put us all up. But Mango's dad is the governor, so maybe we'll be staying at his place. I think that's even less likely. Dad spends most of his time in his official residence, so I doubt anyone's going to be at our family's place. Instructor Sarah said there'd be a guide of some sort waiting for us at the station, though she didn't mention who. That's the instructor for you. Honestly. She never really tells us anything, does she? Alright, let's play some Blade here. Yeah, against Laura.
Then let us begin our duel.
To battle! could be good. There's a lot of bolts, so...
Please draw a card.
No! Oh, you mean take a card? I'm not... I thought you meant just sit here and start drawing one, but okay.
I'll make the first move.
Oh, is that your first move, is it? I mean, they put me in a precarious situation already. It's like, yeah, I want to use my 2, but...
Well played.
Eh. It's like, let's go with a mirror.
I didn't expect that. Divine Bolt!
A divine bolt?
Divine Bolt!
A divine bolt?
Mirror. Well played.
We've both got lots of weird cards, haven't we?
Well played.
Okay, so I'm thinking mirror.
I didn't expect that.
That's gonna be my undoing, I feel. Well, no, that's the thing. I've got 2 cards. She's got. She can only play a 7, so. Oh my god.
We're evenly matched. Let's redraw.
Oh god. Oh god.
Then I'll make the first move. I
Yes.
defeat. Well done.
Well done, random number generation. Dear god. Talk to Elliot. I can't believe our field study dates coincide with the summer festival in Heimdallr. Wonder if this is another one of Instructor Sarah's little schemes. No doubt. I really wouldn't be surprised. Can't wait to see what horrors await us this month. That summer festival certainly seems to have caught your attention, though. Is it really that great? Oh yeah, biggest in the country. There are all kinds of exciting events, including loads of music-related things. Really now? That does sound fun. Hopefully you'll get a chance to drop by your home at some point too. Who knows? The capital's pretty massive after all. Going to be a roll of the dice whether or not we're close enough. I'd really like to see all my friends again though if I can. Seem kind of down. Is something wrong? No, it's nothing. I mean, we're going on a field study, not a vacation, right? Can't let ourselves get caught up in the festival atmosphere. We'll wind up with fading marks. I don't know if I've got the willpower to pull that off, though. Well, all we can do is try. The summer festival at the capital has all kinds of music-related events. Sounds like they're holding the usual big concert this year, too. I can hardly wait. Oh, don't worry, though. I know our field study is top priority. I won't go getting distracted or anything, I swear. Don't worry. I have every confidence in you, Elliot. I know you won't let us down. Aww. St. Astrea Girls' School is in the capital, correct? If I'm not mistaken, that's the school your sister attends. Do you think you'll be visiting her? I might, if I get the chance. The last time we saw one another was only a few days ago, though. I'd feel kind of awkward to go to see her again so soon. God damn it, Reen, you don't understand at all, do you? I suppose it does stand to reason that even siblings would worry about such social faux pas. Oh yeah, you don't have any brothers or sisters, do you? I do not. I'm an only child. But though I have been asked by some of the girls I know to regard them as my younger sisters. Come to think of it, they're enrolled at St. Astrea as well. Girls' academies sure sound like, interesting places. Hope Elise doesn't get corrupted by her environment. It's more that she's going to corrupt someone else, but alright. You really are a devoted brother. Or rather, you come across as one who's devoted to most anyone, aside from himself. You think so? Oh yeah, she's right on the mark there. I do. Perhaps much of this could have been avoided if I were more like you. Tripled up. She's got a lot on her mind. If only there was something I could do to help them. You know, the more I'm going through this, the more I am leaning towards this idea of like, a canon relationship for Reen doesn't really make sense. At least with Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2, because it's like he hasn't found that... He hasn't found himself yet in any regard. He hasn't, like, properly let go of what's going on. It's like, he still won't let go of what's going on in Cold Steel 3, etc. But it's like here, it's like really weighing him down. He's more focused on other people, when he really should be focused on himself and what he wants and his own happiness and stuff like that. It's like, again, in these games, like 1 and 2, it's like, it doesn't feel like a relationship would really fit if we're actually being properly honest with who he is as a character. It's like, at this point, I could see stuff developing later, etc., but it's just like, yeah. I think you should visit St. Estrella if you're afforded the opportunity. I'm certain your sister would be very pleased to see you. So this month's field study is in the capital. We certainly won't be staying at my home, but I wouldn't be at all surprised if some of our tasks sent us there. I guess your dad is a pretty busy man, huh? He'd have to be, governing a city the size of Heimdallr. Busy doesn't even begin to describe it. Barely has time to come home most days. With all the preparations for the festival, be surprised if we ever saw him. Much less had an opportunity to talk to him. That would be a shame. It is what it is. I'll just be happy if we're able to fulfill some requests on his behalf so we can lighten his load a bit. Sure, we'll all be more than happy to help. You and Elliot are going to be the stars this time around after all, so you get to call the shots if you want. Well, it is our hometown. We'll take charge of things while we're there. At least in terms of city navigation. We'll be able to show you the way to any facilities you need. Thanks. We'll be counting on you. Elliot and I will take charge of things while we're there. Anywhere you need to go, we can show you the way. But we'll be counting on you to take care of Fee and Laura. Oh, why me? Again, it's like everyone falls back and relies on him, and he's always taking care of everyone else. He's like the dad of the group. But again, it's like, as all the characters seem to be pointing out, it's like he needs to take care of himself as well. He just doesn't. Just doesn't. Like, goddammit, Reen. Talk to Fee. I'm not going to have long to enjoy the journey this time. Yeah, we're not straying too far from Trista. Do you enjoy travelling then? Somewhat. Used to travel a lot in the Corps. I see. Did you spend a lot of time admiring the view through train windows then? Sometimes. We travelled in airships and boats too. But sometimes we were stowed away in cargo holds, so we couldn't see anything. It's not like she's deliberately trying to annoy Laura or anything. I don't think Laura actually wants to be irritated by her either. There's got to be some kind of common ground. Something to help get them through this. What's the matter? Oh, it's nothing. It's something. It's something. Watching the world through the train windows isn't too bad. No, longer journeys give me more time to enjoy it. Indeed. That's one thing I like about trains, especially across Britain. Just going through the countryside, you just see the countryside, it's just lovely. Stop talking. 8:20 a.m., I assume. I mean, it was the morning. The Ministry of Railways wishes to thank all passengers for their patronage. This semi-express line is bound for Heimdallr. Our next stop is Heimdallr, the terminus of this express line. Please ensure you have all of your belongings with you when disembarking the train. Phew. Looks like we're almost there. Indeed, it doesn't feel as though our train ride was all that long. Well, Heimdallr's just a stone's throw west of Trista. We could have just gone back to Trista at night. Well, yes, that's true, but plenty of people commute to work in the capital every day, after all. Yeah, half an hour's not bad. Let me consider, for me, like, walking to work before everything that happened this year used to take me about 40 minutes. It's like, yeah, half an hour's not bad. I enjoyed the walk, by the way. That's how I got my exercise. I really do need to get some more exercise these days. Heimdallr Central Station.
Exactly on time.
Huh?
Wait, what?
Hello, Riedel.
You're that.
The one with the hat.
You're from the Railway Military Police. if memory serves me correctly.
You're Captain Claire, was it?
That's right. I'm glad you remember me. I believe it's been about 3 months since we last met.
I could never forget the hat.
So, this must be the woman the group who went to Keldic encountered.
So this is an officer from the fearsome RMP?
Since you're here, does that mean you're going to be the one assigning our tasks for this month's field study?
No, I'm just here to provide a place for you to talk with the person who is. He should be here any moment now. Ah, here he comes.
Perfect timing.
No way.
Yes way. It's Dudley. See? Told you.
Dad?
Oh, yes, of course.
Huh. I've seen him in the Imperial Chronicle before.
Governor Regnitz, one of the Reformists' most influential voices.
So this is Machias's father.
This is the first time I've met most of you, so let me introduce myself.
I do like his hairstyle.
I'm Carl Regnitz, Machias's father. I'm the governor of Heimdallr and head of the local government. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Likewise. 8:50 a.m. I assume. We haven't been here that long, have we? Could have been. My apologies for the location. I would have preferred to brief you in City Hall. But I am regrettably short on time, so I had to ask the captain here to lend us this room. Anyway, let us move on to confirming your assignments and lodgings. Hold on a minute. How did you, of all people, end up being the one to sort out our lodgings and tasks? Seems a little too convenient. Yeah, now that you mention it. If you wouldn't mind us asking, sir, how did you wind up as our point of contact? My apologies, I probably should have explained a little more first. It's actually a very simple reason. I'm here because I sit on Thors Military Academy's board of directors. You what? How? First Juice's brother, then Elisa's mother, and now Mango's father? It stretches the bounds of imagination to believe the Academy's choice of directors is mere coincidence. Yes, almost like someone in charge is selecting these people specifically. How strange. Nod. I can assure you, the three of us didn't arrange for it to be that way. If anything, I was unsure what to do when the Academy first offered the position to me. The Academy did? Would I be right in assuming there's some kind of secret reason behind the formation of Class 7? I'm afraid that's not my place to say that your braces... yes, what? No, But whatever the case may be, I'm the third and final member of the Board of Directors. And that's why I'm the one who's prepared your field study tasks and arranged lodging for all of you. Unbelievable. It's all starting to make sense now. Thanks for clearing that up, sir. Anyway, back to what you were saying before. Yes, as I said, I'm short on time, so I'm afraid I'll have to keep this brief. Your field study will take place over 3 days, of which this is the first. As such, the third day will coincide with the start of the summer festival. Each group will be assigned half of the city and tend to a list of needs I've drawn up for you. So one group will take the eastern half of the city, and the other group the west. The city's big enough that it looks like we'll be working apart, even though we're in the same place. Indeed, I'm sure you've seen for yourselves how vast Heimdallr is. If both groups were to rove around the entire city, you'd have trouble getting anything done. As such, I've broken it down so that all of Group A's tasks cover the area east of Vineker Street, while Group B's tasks are focused on the area west of Vineker Street. It must be an important street. I believe Vineker Street is the main thoroughfare that runs through the city, leading to the Imperial Palace. That's the one. As soon as we leave the station, you'll see it stretching out to the north. It's hardly a precise division, but for the purpose of the field study, I'm sure to be more than sufficient. Now, I'd like each group to take one of these envelopes. Keys! This envelope looks just like the ones we usually get with our field study and itinerary. What about this address and key? Group A, Alto Street 43221. Group B, Vesta Street 527-126. Oh, Alto Street. That's around where my family lives. Really? Yep, can't say the address brings any particular place to mind, though. Seem to remember Vesta Street being a main street on the west side of the city. Yes, it's a fairly lively working-class neighborhood. Dad, are these? That's right. The addresses of the places you'll be staying while you're here, along with their keys. Both groups will be staying in different places, so I suggest tracking down your lodgings before you start your work. Think of it as a small orienteering exercise to help you get a better feel for the city. My apologies. I'm afraid I'll have to take my leave now. Dad? Preparations for the summer festival have me running from place to place, as you can imagine. I wish I could stay and chat a bit longer, but that's life in politics for you. Oh, and one more thing. The communications functionality of your Arcus has been enabled in the city. Good luck out there. Wait, hold on just a... I'm not sure what to make of it all. Since he's the governor, I was expecting him to seem a lot more strict, but he actually seems more... playful? Ugh. I feel ashamed you had to see that. He's always been like that, I'm afraid. At least he manages to fulfill his responsibilities as governor. Somehow. Actually, I've heard he's extremely good at his job. Coming from the background he does, he's friendly and down to earth, but people say he's a born leader too. The Imperial Chronicle always paints him in a favorable light as well. I hear he butts heads with the noble faction far less than his fellow reformist Chancellor Osborne. In politics, a friendly demeanor can just as easily be an act to sway popular sentiment. After all, there aren't many who can waltz in and borrow meeting space from the RMP. Well... the capital is the nexus and the heart of the nation's entire railway network. As such, the Railway Military Police finds itself indebted daily to Governor Regnit's good graces. This was just an opportunity for us to return the favor. At least a little. Come on now. Well, thank you for allowing us to use this room for our meeting. We need to get our field study underway, so if you'll excuse us. Of course, I wish you well in your studies. If you will follow me, I'll escort you to the station's exit. Cogs of the game, I saw it. Cogs of the game, everyone. Did a little flash. Incredible. It's so vast. There's people wearing hats and cars. I do love the amount of brickwork going on here, though. Like, it feels like very Victorian Britain. The size of the city never ceases to amaze me. Way too many people. Then it starts to sink in that I'm in the capital after I see an orbital tram zipping along. Is that what those little train vehicles are? I've never had the opportunity to ride one, but I believe they used to ferry people around the city more easily. Yeah, they're the main form of public transportation here. They link all 16 of the capital's main districts. And they're something of an icon here in Heimdallr. Their fare is pretty cheap too, which makes them convenient for getting around. Lots of people use them so often, they just buy a yearly pass. Amazing. All that and so many orbital cars on the roads too. Yeah, is that building off in the distance? That would be Valflame Palace, residence of His Majesty the Emperor. Although from what I understand, Chancellor Osborne's imperial government is also situated within. Yes, that's the case. Anyway, I'll be taking my leave here. I wish you the best of luck on your 3 days of field study. Thank you. Thanks for taking the time to see us off. She really doesn't seem like an army officer, does she? Indeed, though the Railway Military Police are known as one of the Imperial Army's most elite divisions, not to mention one of the branches most despised by the aristocracy. If a province has a railway, you can virtually guarantee they'll use it as an excuse to meddle in its security affairs. I've rarely seen them in Legram, though judging by their actions during our encounter in the nature park, they did seem exceptionally well trained. Yeah, even with the same number of soldiers, they had no trouble rolling right over the provincial army. And on top of that, the captain is so elegant and pretty. She even looks good in a uniform. Some people have all the luck. It's like she's everything Sarah isn't. You could say that again. But it seems like those two have more than a little history between them. Alright, suppose we ought to get moving then. Yeah. We need to hop a tram to where our lodgings are, and find the addresses we've been given. Got a long 3 days ahead of us, so let's give them our best. You can count on it. V, Laura, take care of yourselves. You too. May the goddess be with you all. Take care. Alright, bye for now then. This eastbound orbital tram will be departing momentarily. All those wishing to board, please do so at this time. Like, quick! Why, I do enjoy a good tram. It's like... They're not... Name of the game, everyone. They're not cross-belt buses, are they? They're just not. Because they're trams in Heimdallr, that's why they're not. I thought that would be obvious, but you know. Yes, I did look about to say it, by the way. I haven't been to the capital in a long time, but I'm always surprised at just how big this street is. Really? This view is nothing special to those who've lived here all their lives. But I suppose seeing all the orbital cars and trams zipping along must be a real sight to people from the provinces. Indeed, even though in my home province people are depending less and less on horse-drawn carriages, never seen so many orbital cars in one place before. Well, even here, carriages were the standard up until about 20 years ago. These days, they seem kind of quaint. You never really see them anymore. The Republic's capital has a lot of cars too, just like this. After that, Crossbell probably has the most. Oh, really? You've done a lot of traveling for someone your age. Though, I guess when you're in a, Yep, Jaeger work takes you places. Anyway, what's Alto Street like? That's where we're staying while we're here, right? Isn't that where your house is, Elliot? Yeah, it's a pretty calm street, I guess. Ah, we should be taking a right here. Okay, yeah, it's like try and clear the air, guys. I mean, this is just lovely. I just love the architecture here. The trams, how they're built into the architecture. It's lovely. Alto Street. I don't really find myself near Alto Street all that often. Looks like you live in a nice part of the city, though. You think? Anyway, we should start looking for where our lodgings are. Oh yeah, Elliot? You live around here, right? Why don't we drop by your house first? But... well, that does seem like the natural thing to do. Kinda want to see it. Well, it's really near here, but still. Doubt my dad will be in. Not sure if my sis will be either. I think you mentioned having an older sister before. All the more reason to pay a visit then, right? Okay, if you insist. Thanks. My house is the two-story place with all the flowers over there. Don't know if anyone's home right now, but we can at least have a look. See, me, very much like, I just want to look at the whole entire place, and very much thinking like, because we know that in future, like where my mind's thinking right now. No, I'm not, my house is the other way, I know. Oh, whoops, my mistake. I was just looking around, Elliot, taking in the sides. Yeah, we know Falcom are going to be using a new engine in future with these games. I would actually love to see some of these older places. Like especially, you know, Le Burle. But like Crossbell, like these streets of Heimdallr in the newer engine. Because it's like, all the detail they put into this. And it feels like a proper city, like the architectural design here. I'd love to see that taken up a notch. Because it's like they could do so much and it'd be amazing. Geez, why does Dad always have to be so demanding when it comes to this stuff? Events like this are the only time you'll ever see him this excited. Well, if it isn't Elliot, what are you doing back here so soon? Hey there, Soro. Mind if I ask what you're doing here? Do you even need to ask? I'm figuring out this year's decorations, of course. Wait, you're starting already? We can't just decide on important matters like this willy-nilly. This sort of thing requires the utmost preparation and thought. Has the archway's decoration been decided yet, Strauss? Make sure you put something nice and big on it so it stands out, okay? Okay, jeez. Hello, kid. Huh. Didn't realize you were back. Man, here I was thinking you'd come back looking like some burly super soldier. Now I can't go around spreading rumors, because everyone will know they ain't true. Good to see you haven't changed much either. Are you doing well? Well enough. It's kinda down when you first left since you were the target of a lot of my material. Then I realized that there's plenty of other stuff to gossip about anyway. I really do think you'd be better off not making up rumors to spread. Hey, I resent that remark. I didn't make them up, I just dramatized them a bit. Rumors don't spread at all without a little bit of truth. That's oddly astute. Gotta get your act together, Elliot. You're too much like a kid. That's why only older girls are interested in you. You think so? I know so. Seriously. They all get crazy worried about you. Just last year, told a bunch of older sisterly types that you'd slipped down a hill, and it practically started a riot. What the hell are you capable of, kid? I don't think Elliot's place is this way. Yeah, it's one of the two-story houses you'll see along the street. Alright, I was just having a gander. Seeing what was around here, you know. I used to come here pretty often before I came to Thors. Perhaps we should settle our business in the area before we visit. Yeah, maybe. Things seem really busy for everyone in City Hall now that the summer festival's so close. Get so many tourists during the festival that there's always loads of trouble for them to deal with. At least nothing serious has happened since Governor Regnix came into power. Oh, she's wandered off. I can't get over there. Come back! Come back! No, I know. Oh, she's gone forever. My, this place looks so nice. This looks like a residential area. True, I wouldn't mind living here myself. Indeed. It certainly is impressive to see railroads within a city. They were really comfortable, and the view out of the window was wonderful. Obel Trems, I think they're called. I can think with your ho-ho-ho is like, you found me! Is she not coming back? Good. It's just oh so busy at this time of year. There's so many events to attend, so many neighbors to greet. Being a housewife is hard work. Right, so I think we're going to end this part here, and the next part we'll go off and see Elliot's home and where we'll be staying, which is down the street. So, we'll see you then. Ta-ta for now.